Welcome to Draw Info channel, and today's video I'm going to demonstrate you how you can watercolor this simple house. So you can see now I'm just making this color little bit wet, so adding some water drop on this C18. Along with C18 I have watercolor palette also, where I have took some tubes, watercolor tubes color inside the palette. So making this quick watercolor sketch, I could say it's watercolor sketch, not fully landscape, because I draw a lot of watercolor sketches to quickly grab that mood and essence of that particular location. So I took these house photographs and then I rapidly make sketch of this with pen, keeping our timing, video recording timing less, or the main objective to here to demonstrate watercolor. So that's the reason I just draw first, and then when I started recording from the sketch. So you want to see the sketching video, there is a couple of videos available on my YouTube channel, so where you can see how you can draw this kind of house sketches. So that is available, or any kind of sketches you want to learn, you can see on my YouTube channel. So let's focus on to watercolor this. So very simple step we are going to follow over here. So what we are going to do, the multiple method over here. Sometime we are mixing the color inside the palette, and sometime we are mixing the color on paper. So I can show you, demonstrate you how you can do this kind of watercolor, and you can create interest on your this kind of simple sketch. So lot of time I do this watercolor or landscape drawing on location, but now this is to demonstration purpose. I recorded this video in my house. If you want to see my studio setup, how I record the video, and if you also interested to start your YouTube channel, so feel free to connect with me. I can help you on all level. So the video to set up YouTube studio link I can post in the description, and it's available on my latest video release. So you can see my video list, playlist. You can see the latest video is I shared or I uploaded with how you can set up YouTube studio. The video available in the two language, Marathi and English. So whichever is best for you, you can watch this video in that language. So you have seen, like, I have mixed all the watercolor in the palette. I made the color ready before starting the color, because when you start watercolor, the timing is very important. And sometime I told you, like, we are going to mix color directly on paper rather than mixing in a palette. Why we are mixing on the paper? To keep our watercolor freshness more clean and clear. So if you mix watercolor on paper and keep that transparency or use of that transparency, your watercolor looks very fresh, and we going to take that advantage of that. So you can see now I have added, or I have mixed color on the papers over here. So initially I took orange color, and then I used the red, crimson red, and then Persian blue, and then I mix this together. And very simple step I'm going to follow over here, not any complicated. So I'm going to use the flow patch method to be complete this entire watercolor. So you have seen, like, how I use the colors and use the water on paper. Like, whenever I want to keep the light shade, I'm use the waters, and then on top of it, when I want to get the dark tone of color, so I mix dark color on the palette and mix. So see, when you working on the watercolor, there is a multiple methods. Like, it's depend on the base suitable for you. Some people will be go with dark to light, or light to dark. The most preferable method in watercolor, always go light to dark. but sometime like we want to get that very quick uh, impact or quick shadow part. So that time we can directly use a dark color, but for this you need a lot of practice. As I said, like if you do your practice more, so your watercolor command always be good. So you can see I have used the paper transparency over here, like and this below part where is the wall is there, this house there is like bluish color, it's a white, but use the shades and light I have used blue and gray tones. Like it's not exactly the gray, but I try to get with the brown mix with the blue to get that kind of grayish tone, or that kind of little bit muddy kind of tone. So you can see, and then the color which spread across the, or like it's created that drama in your painting. And if you're playing with the shade and light, so the light part like we are going to keep like paper white. So as you can see here, it is like very clean lights are there, so we keep the papers, or we are using papers white color. Okay, so we coloring surrounding that and keeping the white part, but after some time we will add some shadows or things on top of it to just make this more complete. So you can see here I use the brown color and I'm adding the water. So it's a combination of all like how you can use the color, how you play with the color, and just feel free to yourself. Like when you working on the watercolor, don't take too much of pressures as well. So keep yourself very calm and quiet, sit on the a very quiet place, listening some music and focus on your work. This will work as a meditation for you. It will be help you to be make your painting or drawing more enjoyable. Like if you enjoy, other people also will enjoy, like while seeing your painting. So altogether, it's the main objective of this. Like you can see most of the sketches. So make everybody more comfortable. Like you also feel the easy, and when you start doing the practice, you should not feel any pressure. So the main objective of our painting is like get the feel while creation of art. You should enjoy that. Okay, always be final result is not your main goal. So journey also should be the goal. Actually, if you enjoy the journey, sometime final output might be not the way you expected, but you get that feeling of journey that always be help you to be as an artist and keep your practice more intact or more alive. So you can see I'm using the paper white over here, and how I have used simple colors to mixing this watercolor. And it's not like very much to the realistic way. Like that is the artist way of working on it. Like realistic, the photograph also make the realistic color as it is, but as an artist, like you need to bring your feelings on your painting. So when you start, you need to find out the different colors reflection on that particular locations, and you make this art is more interesting to taking a or getting a different colors reflection on there. So you can see like we not use the very monotonous color or like only one or two colors. Everywhere we are playing with the different colors and getting that feeling and transparency, which will be make your painting more interesting, I could say. And that's the way watercolor it is. Actually, when you use the watercolor, you need to use that medium or take that medium advantage. Actually, that's why the lot of different artists, if they work on the same subject also, they play with their own emotions. The output might be the difference, and they try to show their art, actually express their feelings in each and everything. Even though it's a house, it's a still life, it's a painting, portrait, anything they do, they focus more on their own creativity rather than the copying thing as it is. See, copying is a one part and creativity is another part. So we have a lot of cameras to shoot the photographs, But art is a different level of understanding the subject and drawing that with our emotions, feelings, compositions, and all the things. So this is the actually education of art. When you start working on this industry, like, you need to understand this fundamental. Very, very easy and simple steps, like step by step. And see, art is all about the journey actually, not the destination. Like, the more you do the practice, more you understand, and the more you understand, more you will flourish your result. So tiny simple step will be help you to be improve your skill set. And that's why, like, watercolor is one of the best medium to be start with, best medium to be practice with, best medium to be relaxed yourself, because it's a fast, quick, and it will be give the very what I can say, very interesting result if you keep doing this practice. So now see, our first feeling, we have almost color this entire house with a different colored tones. And now we just moving to adding some dark tone or the detailing slowly to the next level. Simple, easy steps make you more comfortable. So that is the one objective of these demonstrations. It's not very detailed, or like we are not going to be take the texture or everything as it is, but we try to get the shade lights, little bit texture of that, the composition of this. So that is our main objective, to color this simple watercolor sketch. So you can see now I'm adding the shadow over here, like, so this is the shadow part. So what I did, I use water first, and then top of it I'm using the watercolor as a patch, or as the second layer of applications. So here with patch, with flow, I'm using both the methods to get that shade and light impact. And this is like one of the, what I can say, important step when you do the any watercolor sketch or watercolor landscape, where you going slowly move to the detailing, second level application. So, and we need to show suggestive, like we know to not going to do each and every detail. So wherever we feel like we can add a few lines or some simple shapes of that to get that texture or get that feeling. So that is help us to be like complete our watercolor or give that feel of that particular location. And everyone having their own aspect actually. All artists thought differently to capture or grab that essence.